Alright, so another day and more wrenching on the Miata, and today this is what I'll be doing. Lightweight flywheel from Flyin Miata, 13 pounds, and stage 1 clutch, also from Flyin Miata. I also have the pilot bearing, the push throwout bearing and some other stuff, which I will be installing as well. And also I will be replacing the rear main seal and transmission seal, because it seems to be leaking oil from in between the engine and the transmission. That's why I'll be checking the seal and replacing it as well. 16-year-old car, so it's been a while. This is a huge job for me. I've never done something like this, other than with the differential mount from the last video. Well, up to that point, that was the biggest job I've ever done on any car. Replacing, like taking out the differential and replacing the differential rubber mount. That took me at the end, and well, I ended up doing it for like a week and a half, because I was doing it on and off, doing it probably like 1 hour a day after work. But that thing ended up being 60 pounds. I finally measured it, weighted it. The differential was 60 pounds, 63 pounds to be exact, and the transmission is 80 pounds from what I read. So it's gonna be fun trying to lift it back into the car. I have no problem lifting 80 pounds. It's just that the stuff being so awkward, you gotta hold your position, moving stuff around. That what makes it difficult. So like I said, this is the biggest job I've ever had done on the car, any car. This is like the week after Christmas, and I have a week to myself, just doing whatever. So why not use this chance to work on the car? So okay, safety first. Do not do this job unless you have good stable jack stands. I have these AutoZone or O'Reilly jack stands. I lift it as high as possible. Right now it's at 17 inches high. And as backup on the front, I have a couple of ramps, and on the back I have some more jack stands. It's not hooked up to anything. It's just there, just in case the car falls. It will catch one of the frames. So that's a safety, backup. Right now I have removed the center console, the stick shift, drained the fluid out, and I am draining the transmission fluid. I actually have it drained overnight, so it should be all out now. So my next step, I also remove this piece, this frame that is between, that's right underneath the transmission, under the car. So next I will be removing the exhaust, the middle piece of the exhaust, and the other piece that is behind the header, drive shaft, slave cylinder, clutch slave cylinder, some of the wire plug on top of the transmission. Then I will try to unbolt the transmission. Oh, also the PPF frames. So I am not sure if I will remove the whole PPF frame, but we'll see. Like I said last time, we'll see how it goes. Figure something out as we move along. I'm not gonna take a video of how to remove the exhaust and the drive shaft. It should be pretty straightforward. Did it a couple of times. I put some anti-seize on there, so it should be pretty easy to take off. So let's see. Other than that, yeah, let's continue. Let's begin. So. All right, time for a break. So I took out the exhaust with the cat, and also the drive shaft. I should have done this last time when I did the differential as well, because I'm redoing everything again. Other than that, I also unplugged a couple of plugs. Let me see. Let me get them into the car. Oh. Okay. Alright, so I didn't take this one out. I've loosened a couple of bolts inside. I couldn't get the O2 sensor out, so I just took all the bolt out. Try to move this one aside, see if that's enough. Transmission. Oh, right here. These plugs, there are 4. This is an NB second gen Miata. So a couple of these plugs. There are 4 of them. These 3, I think, it's like neutral sensor and some other sensor, and then also speedometer sensor, which you unplug from here. I think for NA you can really unplug it. I think for NA it's you gotta unscrew it from here. So, but this is an NB's digital speedometer, so you gotta unplug it. So 4 sensor total, and then I also unclip this wire from the PPF frame. It's very easy. I actually just stick my hands inside the frame and squeeze it while pushing it out, or you can use a plier. It's really easy. So next I will be removing the PPF frame, and also there's a ground wire in the back. Unplug it. They'll give you so if you decided to remove the PPF frame, yeah, do that one. So this is pretty easy. I just need to use a breaker bar to do this, a couple of these bolts. Right now I have a strap. Hold on, let me try to get some lights here. Alright, so I have a strap hooked up to the back of the transmission. Alright, so afterward I will have a jack placed on the front of the transmission so I can take it out. This strap is pretty cool. You can press here and it'll just loosen it. While I pull on it, it'll tighten it. So, what else is there? So I mean, technically the transmission removing is a lot easier procedure-wise than the differential, because differential I have to remove the drive shaft and the axle, and the axle is really hooked onto the hub. That was a pain in the ass. So, let me show you the top. So the top, you see the breaker bar. Just hook onto the 2-hook, the strap. So, alright, that's it. Let's continue. Alright, after just a little bit of struggling, got this guy out. The PPF frame. It's not as hot as I thought it'd be. Basically, it's just 5 bolt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the back, and this is the front. And then right here, that's also a L-shaped bracket that hooks up to the transmission. So basically, you unscrew all of them, and then you'll be good. A bit tougher than normal. You need to use a breaker bar, or if you have an impact, use an impact. I have both, but I decided to use the breaker bar. One note though, because like the front, the front where the transmission go, apparently this is adjustable. I just found this out. Is for you to adjust the height of the transmission, I believe, because I think once you put it back in, there's a certain procedure that you have to check. I think you have to put like some kind of straight edge right across the 2 frames, and then you gotta measure from the top of the straight edge to this point. It's gotta be at least I guess somewhere between 2 inches and 2.8 inches. I have to read up on it a little bit later. But yeah, so the front is adjustable, and the back, this is the interesting part. When you go on YouTube, there are a couple of videos where people, take out the transmission as well. When they take out the PPF frame, they remove this piece. They tell you to, hold on, let me grab the bolt. They tell you to put the bolt here, screw them in, and then use the hammer to hit the bottom, so that you'll pop this cap off. Do it for both, and then this piece will fall out. Do not do that. Do not do that. Well, I shouldn't have yelled. I'm sorry. Well, don't do that. Because according to the shop manual, this is part of the, I guess, like some kind of structural integrity of the frame. If you do that, you have to buy a whole new PPF frame. So, and I think the reason people do that because there's a pipe inside the differential, and they thought that you have to remove it, and then you gotta remove the pipe from the top. You don't have to. The pipe inside is loose. It's free to go back and forth. What happened to me as well is the pipe went through the differential and went up to here. Got stuck in, so essentially locking the differential and this PPF frame together. Basically what I did was pretty much I pushed the bottom part up so that the differential is not pushing against the PPF frame. Push it up, get it, get the hose to parallel line up, shake it around a little, and the piece will fall off. So maybe yours is rusted out, I don't know, but for me it's pretty straightforward. I just do it like that. But like I said, don't remove this piece. This is important. So this guy, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna clean this up with some degreaser because it's dirty as hell. And then after this, it's gonna be the fun part. Removing the transmission, and this is honestly this is the scariest part for me. I'm not sure if I can do it or if it's gonna be too heavy for me, but got to this point already, so we gotta continue on. Oh, by the way, not only this, the clutch from Flyin Miata, I also got the butterfly brace frame rail from Flyin Miata as well. So if I am able to finish the clutch today or tomorrow, I have one more day, Thursday. I'll probably do the frame rail as well. Can't do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because the wife is off. We gotta go out. So, all right. So far so good. So far the only thing that says giving me trouble is the exhaust. I almost stripped one of the bolts, but this is easier than I thought, at least for the PPF frames up to this point. So, all right, let's continue. All right, well, here's a quick update. So I removed all the bolts around the transmission bell housing. Total of 11 bolts. I think I should got all of them. So there you go. This is what I use. Not my not my Crocs, but my impact. The bottom, okay, from 2 to 10, they are relatively easy. Just stick your breaker bar in there, and yank the hell out of it. But the top two, for some reason, the two that I'm the most difficult to get to are the most rusted. So this guy is rated at 300 foot-pound. Took me a couple of seconds to get the number 11 out. So you can imagine how much is kind of rusted in there. And number 1, which is this one, number 1, number 11, also was a pain to get to. And in the process, I broke my universal joint. My universal joint broke. So good thing it's only just the little metal piece just fell out. I'll probably use some JB Weld and put it back together. and weld the two ends that hold the pin in place. I'll probably do that later tonight. But yeah, that's what you get for buying cheap cheap U-joint on Amazon. But anyways, right now I have a jack, place a jack underneath the transmission. The light isn't okay. Place a jack underneath the transmission. Alright. And the strap is still there, so I'm gonna push it out, whatever, get it out. Hopefully it won't kill me. Yeah, so, well, yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's continue. Okay, so here we are. That didn't take too long. Well, not as long as I thought it'd be. It is heavy. I can lift it standing up, but on my back is gonna be awkward. And the middle part of the exhaust that I left it behind, it was kind of in the way, but I was able to get past it, so that wasn't too bad. Now I just need to clean them up. And this front, you see here, I'll see if you can see, there are some liquid in here, so I think it's the transmission that's leaking oil. So I have to, well, just in time, I'm replacing the seal anyways, so it's gonna be fun. See if I can finish it today. Well, this is the easy part anyways. So now that I got it out, we'll start working on the real problem. Getting it back in is a whole other animal. But we'll see what's up. Well, let's look inside the clutch. And I managed to spill some of the Torrent oil as well. I thought I got them all. So here we go. Doesn't look too bad. I mean the old clutch, I mean, doesn't look too bad, as in it's not as badly damaged as I thought. But then again, I didn't know what I was expecting anyways. So let me see. Doing a sit-up here. Okay, so that's it. Let's continue working on the clutch. Let me clean up the transmission first. So I'm gonna start working on this part. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so here is the old clutch. It's pretty worn out. It's not quite down to the whatchamacallit, dot. But still got some miles to go. So, but still, I am replacing it, and I've seen like some of the videos where the middle piece are bouncing all over. This one's still pretty intact. So the last owner was it's pretty good with the clutch. But okay, so here's the flywheel. Oh man, those bolts were in there good. I wasn't able to use breaker bar to get it out. I am using the torque impact. So 3 more to go. Get this thing out and replace the seal, and then I'll clean up the transmission. Alright, continue. Alright, so this is the old setup versus the new setup. I weighted the old one. Turns out it's only about 17.5 pounds. I thought it was 20 pounds. So the new lightweight flywheel is only saving like 4 pounds max. But it's okay. And this is the new one, new setup. Wow. Alright. Well, I'm trying not to touch the contact point, because this is new. So as you can see, this is you know, as comparison to the old one that was sticking out earlier. So the old one is not as bad as I thought it'd be. I got some miles to go, but you know, since I'm in there, might as well. All right, so let's look at the reassembling seal. It's wet, that's for sure. Gotta clean up the old stuff, and I will have to remove the seal. But this part is also leaking oil. It has to be. It's all wet. The light's in the way. So okay, let's continue. All right, a quick break. So finally got my reassembling seal out. Messed it all up. See, this was the tool I used. Heard online that people say, "Oh, this is so much better." Blah blah blah. It sucks. It ripped. Hold on. Completely ripped the seal apart. You know, the lips right here. You see right here. Some of the lips, it ripped it apart. Wouldn't come out. This thing keep wobbling all over the place. The leverage is just not long enough. I mean, I tightened it, but still, like I gotta press this. Basically, how I use this, you hook this part to one of the lips, and then you adjust this and place it on one of the flat spots on the block or the engine or whatever, and then you push this down. The leverage is just not enough, and it keeps bending the heck out of the lip, and I keep banging my finger. See, keep hurting myself, and I'm getting just a regular old seal puller, stick it in and just yank it out. So I don't. Yeah, it's very gimmicky. Maybe it'll work on the cam seals or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see. So this is the new seal. Also got the reassembling seal too from Flyin Miata. Let me clean the place up, clean the everything up, and I'll put this in. All right, continue. All right, so this is the reassembling seal too from Flyin Miata. That's on top. I have the reassembling seal underneath. Not sure if you can see it, like you know, slight groove right there. Is the seal is in there. It's pretty useful. I just do it like how you know put on a tire a wheel, diagonal, and I give it a couple of turns each, and then just to get the seal in there. So pretty straightforward. Seats perfectly. Right now I have the seal tool on, and I am going to clean out, like just to wipe down the engine from the old grease, since the whole thing is in there. And then afterward I take this back out, and I'm clean the transmission. Keep saying I will, but keep putting it off. But yeah, let me clean this up first, and I'll work on the transmission again. All right. And very quickly, this is what it looks like after removing the CO2. So it's typical, you know, just put the seal on there, but the tool makes it a lot easier. At least for me. You might not need it. For 20 bucks, I don't mind spending a little just to get the tool and do a better job with the seal. So, hey, there you go. And that's it. Let's continue with the transmission. Alright, so one last video before I call it the night. So I cleaned the inside of the bell housing as best as I could. There are some minor gaps in there. Well, there are some gaps in there that I can probably stick a finger in there and clean them up, but I'm lazy. This is I think this is good enough. So I took this this is the seal cover. Took it out of here, you know, yanked it out, and it had a gasket and a seal. So, but I look in here. There's two black round things. I thought they were seal at first, but I don't think they are. But anyways, I got replacement seal for it, and also there's a seam, a shim that was inside this thing. So it's a little metal piece, which I'm gonna reuse. I scratched this part right here. That's where the seal is supposed to go. Because the seal is supposed to install backwards. Like that. I'm not sure if you can see it. Hold on. See it? See it? Yeah. So it's not. It's like it's installed backward. So when I took it out, I can't use the seal puller. I yanked this little spring piece out, and I wasn't able to get it out until I used one of those hook tools, and I ended up scratching it. But that's okay because this is how it's supposed to face. So I only pick on the 12 o'clock part of it, so it actually kind of minimizes if there are any oil leaks. It'll minimize it. And even though I scratch it, I don't think I scratch it too bad. So, anyways, yeah. So I have everything clean up. I have new gaskets. I'm gonna throw it on there, and then I'll torque everything back up. 14 to 18 foot-pounds for these bolts, and I think they have Loctite in there. So I'm gonna do that. Torque everything back together, and then I'm call it a night. Tomorrow I will install the actual clutch, flywheel clutch. I will redo the little fork piece, and then I'll try to put the transmission back in. It's gonna be fun. Alright, we'll continue tomorrow. Alright, so just a quick update. Clean everything out, put everything back in, new seal, new gasket, paper gasket, kept the shim in there, and then the bolts are all Loctite, 18 foot-pound. I might have done a little more because, you know, hard to get accurate on, you know, anything less than 20. So, but so far so good. Hope the shim didn't fall out, you know, when I put it back in. I just have that fear, you know, once you put everything back in, something inside might have fall out. But so far so good. So this is the disc. Test it out. There you go. Fits perfectly. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the clutch, and then loop up everything on here. Try to put everything back together. It's a long day, huge job. So, alright, let's continue tomorrow. Alright, time to put everything back together. Well, not really everything. Just at least the pilot bearing, the throwout bearing. So I got everything cleaned up last night. Spent the rest of today doing God knows what, and then so this is the end of the day. So I got the throwout bearing. Let's see it right. Yeah, throwout bearing, the fork piece, the clip. So I'm supposed to put grease here, and after I install it here, the grease here so it won't squeak, and then I'll need to put grease here, and somehow I'll get here anyways. So, and also maybe some here. So they say don't put too much that will go all over the place. I don't know how much that is, but I'm just gonna put like a slight dab of it. I'm not sure. I think this is the correct grease right now. I don't know. This might be a lot. That's okay. Clip back in. Inside of the fork thing, I don't think it'll go all over the place. sure if this is too much. That's okay, as long as I think that the shaft, the drive shaft, doesn't have, not drive shaft, but the shaft doesn't have too much grease. It should be fine. Somewhere here. Oh, seriously, I really hope I don't put too much. Don't want to redo this again. All right. I think that should be good, right? That should be good. Okay. Should be good enough. Good, right? Plenty more. Maybe I need some more. See, put a little more here. Just a slight little bit. Enough. More than enough, maybe. I don't know. And that's it, that's a throwout bearing. Let me put some grease here as well. I think the last owner, or maybe the first owner, replaced the clutch slave cylinder, because instead of the end, instead of a ball looking thing, it's like a piece that go through the hole. So maybe they upgraded, I don't know. But yeah, should be good. So alright, so this should be done. This is done actually. No, it should be. So now on to the flywheel and the clutch. Yeah, I need to put some Loctite there as well. So Alright. Oh, I spent some time cleaning up the flywheel bolt because now it's full of Loctite, and I used a hook tool, go through each thread and got rid of all the Loctites. So everything should be clean and good. Play this some more. Spins. It's not too hard, right? Alright, let's continue. Alright, real quick. Got my clutch here again. Just gonna stick it in just to test it out. Try not to touch the grease. So yeah, it's good. Probably put some grease on the disc as well. Not too much, just enough for it to go through. Yeah, it's not even that much. Can't see any grease that is still. Alright, on to the flywheel. Alright, so I've cleaned up the flywheel and the pressure plate. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's pretty shiny now. When it first came out of the bag, it was really greasy. It's got a layer of oil on there to protect. I guess like a protective layer of oil, protect it from rusting. Now I am going to put the pilot bearing on there. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it looks very clean. Yeah, so pilot bearing. Put it on 2 pieces of plywood. I just got to hit it until it's flush against this part. So I use a piece of block. Piece of wood that was left over from me making that video game steering wheel stand. Going nice and good and nice. Let's see. It's flush against here. Let's keep going somewhere. Probably have to go upstairs again. Get ready for dinner. Almost there. Almost there. So much cooler if I have a press. Let's press this in. This is good enough too. Close, very close. Just a little bit. Sounds about right. Alright, I'll say that's it. Let me see. Yeah, it should be good. It's flush. Let me just put this on here just to see if it's good. Quickly wipe this down again. So I kind of blow on it. I don't think it'll cause much problem. Okay, so the disc, this is the disc, this is the flat side that's supposed to be facing the flywheel, and the pop-up side is supposed to go to the pressure plate. So, oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's got lots of room in there. Alright, looks good. So I'm gonna go to dinner and come back. I'll put this onto the car. Alright, let's continue later. Alright, this is how it looks after installing the flywheel. You know, just like the old flywheel placement and everything. So just do it like, again, how you put on a tire or a wheel. Cross pattern bolts, torque at 71 to 75 foot-pound. One thing to note regarding this flywheel is that the holes are really tight. I think it's because of the coating, the black coating, that makes it tight. Like, I have to use an impact to hit the bolt on the hole to kind of loosen everything up before I can put it on, because or else it won't go in. That took me another hour, but then I also, you know, I was also taking my time. But still, yeah, that's it. So I think I'll install the disc and pressure plate, and I'll call it a night. All right, let's continue. All right, so this is the pressure plate, install and ready to go. So, okay, see this alignment tool, kind of tight, but it will fit. Yeah, it goes right in. Okay, so basically 6 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 on top. Just like with the flywheel, diagonal at 14 to 18 foot-pounds. But since this is spring-loaded, you don't want to go all the way with just one bolt and then do the other one. You want to turn, like what I did was I did like half a turn, and then half a turn here, and then half a turn here, and then half a turn here, and, you know, just diagonally until it goes all the way in, and then torque it. And at first I set it to 10 foot-pound, and then I set it to 17 foot-pound, because that's within range, 14 to 18. So that's it. It's getting late. This is in. Maybe tomorrow or some other time I'll put the transmission back in, but not today. I thought I was going to be able to finish it, but apparently not. Just the flywheel bolt hole alone was giving me quite a bit of trouble. So okay, we'll continue some other time. It's looking good so far. The toughest part is yet to come, to us, you know, just to set the transmission back in. So we'll see how it goes. We'll figure something out along the way. Alright, that's it for now. Continue on later. Okay, Transmission is going back in. Again, I put the strap on the back. The front, I used the jack to jack up the front, and after I got up to a certain height, I started slowly pushing it in. Some brake lines were in the way, and also the exhaust again was in the way. So, but I was able to, you know, just wrangle through it. Right now, I'm pretty sure I got the shaft inside the clutch, but it's not all the way in yet because the transmission and the engine is not angled right. So at first, I'll show you. At first I gotta, so you can see it. Piece of wood here. Hold on. Alright, first I got a piece of wood, piece of plywood here to hold the engine up, because the engine will tilt forward without the transmission's weight. So I got the piece of wood here, try to pry it up. But it didn't quite work. So now I have the my jack to get it with a piece of wood, another 2x4. Like that, I jacked it back up. So hopefully now it should line up. The transmission and the engine should line up, and I'll be able to push straight in. Once I am able to push it in, I will put the top two bolt number 1 and 11 on, and then 7 and 8, the bottom two bolt, and then everything should go in accordingly. So I might have to wrangle this again some more, because just to get the angle right. But yeah, so that's the idea. Let's continue. And of course, I forgot to mention the last couple of times, the flywheel bolt, don't forget to Loctite them. Put some Loctite in there, check the torque spec. I end up redoing my clutch pressure plate and the disc because it wasn't sitting exactly right. So I loosened the pressure plate, adjust the disc a little bit more, make sure I was able to get the clutch tool in and out easily. Then I tighten everything back up. So yeah, that's it. Alright, let's continue. Alright, finally got the transmission in. I didn't time myself, so I think I'm estimating about an hour. Pushing it in, jacking up the front of the engine, everything. So basically I put it in. You see the bottom two bolts, that's number 7 and 8. I put those in first, and then while those are in there, I stick my hand up to bolt number 1 and 11, and I put those in. The angle was still kind of off, so the top was, the top opening was wider than the bottom, so that means the engine was still kind of leaning to the front, and the transmission was leaning to the back. So I jacked up the back some more, so they're just trying to line everything up. I don't know if I have, I'm pretty sure I insert everything straight, but in the back of my mind, that I still had to worry that, I might have messed up the fitment of the clutch disc and the pilot bearing. I don't know. I should be good because everything seems to fit in. At least the bolt, when I tighten everything in, seems to go in pretty easy just by turning the bolt by hand. So except for the number 6. But then there was a clip that was being stuck between the transmission and the engine. I removed that, and everything seemed to go in pretty easily just by turn of the hand. So I think I should be good. I just hope that that I did not mess up the placement of the disc or the pilot bearing. But then again, the pilot bearing was in the flywheel pretty tight. So I didn't bang on the transmission, so I don't think I messed anything up. But I don't know. I mean, I can't see what's inside right now, so I just have to assume that everything is good. So, but then again, like I said, the bolt I can turn everything by hand until I got all the way in there, except for number 6, which is this one. That one was a little troublesome. but then the rest of them I can just turn it by hand. So, all right, this is the biggest piece. I am going to torque everything down, and I'm going to take a break, and then the rest of the stuff, the PPF frame and everything should be pretty straightforward. So we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, I don't expect too much problem from the other stuff. So, all right, let's continue. All right, so I got the PPF frame back in. And as a spec, you're supposed to measure, hold on a second, this. Get a straight edge ruler. Go from one side of the frame to the other side of the frame. Measure from here down. Supposed to be between 2.3 inches to 2.8 inches. When I started, it was 2.5 inches. But now it's about 2.5, yeah, about 2.5. So I measured this point about 2.5, about this version's back. So again, I'll just torque everything back together. I set this to 90 foot-pound, these to 39. So that's it. That's really the main focus of the PPF frame. And then just remember, put everything back together, hook up all your wires and stuff. And then that's it. Should be straight sailing from here on out. Let's continue then. Alright, so this is the last video for this modification for the Flyin Miata clutch and flywheel. It's been I spent about a week on this, so altogether I think I spent about 20 something hours, just because I have taken my time to clean everything out and make sure I got everything correct. Right now I have filled the transmission fluid, the turret fluid, installed the drive shaft, exhaust, PPF frame, and pretty much everything that I found still laying around. I still have the my center console, which I gotta do something to it later. And also one more thing, there's this clip that comes with Flyin Miata's clutch patch, or the Happy Meal, together with the clutch and flywheel. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to do a video on how to do it. It's just you gotta find a button underneath the car, and not in the car, but in the clutch pedal, and you gotta stick it in. And also there's some adjustment that needs to be done on the clutch pedal itself as well, which I'm not going to show as well, because it should be pretty straightforward. So altogether, I think this has been quite a challenging project, but a very fulfilling one. There are certain uncertainties, especially with taking out the transmission and putting it back in. However, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, because I think for the fact that I've done my research and that I know somehow, I searched through how people did it, and I just followed through. I think the biggest thing is to remember the jack on the front of the transmission and the strap in the back. So other than that, just watch out for all the clips, lock tight if you need to where you need, torque spec and everything. But so yeah, that should be it. After I install this and adjust the clutch, I'm going to go on and test drive it. But still, again, this is a very fun, fulfilling project, which something I never thought I would be able to do at home in my garage. But after completing this is really the biggest satisfaction that you can ever have. Of course, for your seasoned mechanic, this is like nothing. But for regular Joe DIY, the fact that knowing that you are able to accomplish something like this is extremely satisfying. So once again, this is the video. Thanks for watching. Again, if you want to use this video, feel free to watch it, share it, like it. However, if you want to work on your own car and follow this video as as some kind of instruction. Be my guest. However, if you have make any damage to your car or cause any injury to yourself, your friend, or any death or anything, I'm not responsible for it. But feel free to watch, get whatever information you can out of it. Also, safety first. This is a big job. Safety first. Do all your research and have fun wrenching. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.